People's Democratic Party (PDP) has demanded reviews of the Supreme Court's judgment on the 2019 presidential polls, Kano, Katsina, Kaduna, and Ọ̀ṣun gubernatorial elections. The Supreme Court had affirmed President Muhammadu Buhari as winner and equally upheld the election of the All Progressives Congress (APC) candidates in Kano, Katsina, Kaduna, and Ọ̀ṣun states. This is coming on the heels of the demand by the APC for a review of the Apex Court judgment on the Zamfara and Bayelsa state governorship polls, where the Supreme Court awarded victory to the PDP. After the PDP candidates in Imo governorship contest, Emeka Ihedioha applied to the Apex Court to review its judgment, sacking him as governor. The APC equally approached the Supreme Court seeking a review of the verdicts on the Zamfara and Bayelsa gubernatorial polls. However, PDP National Publicity Secretary Kola Ologbondiyan, at a press briefing in Abuja yesterday, said the APC was allegedly piling pressure on the justices of the Supreme Court to reverse the judgment on Zamfara and Bayelsa state governorship contest. Ologbondiyan said whereas the losses of the ruling party in Zamfara and Bayelsa were self-inflicted, there was a consensus that there was obvious miscarriage of justice in the Imo governorship dispute. Nigerians know that the APC has been going through a hemorrhage since the Supreme Court delivered valid judgments on Bayelsa and Zamfara, and as a result, they are no longer interested in the logic of these judgments. They have since thrown caution to the wind to destabilize our nation and destroy our hard-earned democracy, especially the judiciary. The APC federal government is leading all forms of battles against the rule of law and constitutionalism. However, the PDP finds it ludicrous, ridiculous, and insulting to the sensibilities and respect of the Supreme Court justices for the APC to hurriedly and malevolently head to the Supreme Court to attempt to twist the Lord Justices to effect a forceful reversal of the valid, flawless, and faultless judgments on Bayelsa and Zamfara state governorship elections. Consequently, the National Working Committee of the PDP, after comprehensive consultations, states that our party has no choice left, given the manner the APC has conducted itself, than to ask for a review of the judgment of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, where the issue of certificate forgery and or presentation of false information in aid of qualifications was clearly established against the APC and our presidential candidates. The same applies to the judgment on the Katsina governorship election petition, where lawyers also established similar issue to certificate forgery. The PDP equally has no choice than to ask the Supreme Court to review the Kano, Kaduna, and Katsina election judgments because of manifest violence and substantial non-compliance to our electoral law. The PDP also asked the Supreme Court to review its judgment on the Ọ̀ṣun governorship election in view of manifest, complete, and total disregard to our electoral rules in the conduct of the elections, he said. Reacting, the APC National Publicity Secretary Malam Lanre Issa Onilu said inanity has become PDP's pastime. The call by the PDP asking the Supreme Court to review its ruling on the presidential election and governorship elections in Ọ̀ṣun, Kano, Kaduna, and Katsina states has once again exposed the joke the opposition party has turned itself into in our nation's political space. Never in the history of our democratic journey has a political party made mockery of what a responsible opposition politics entails. The PDP's call has once again reinforced our party's belief that the PDP has become a clog in the wheels of our country's political evolution. For the APC, PDP's latest antics is no surprise. Nigerians would recall that what we have consistently retreated that the opposition party, having been overwhelmingly rejected at the polls in 2015 and 2019, has been exhibiting strange behaviors. We believe it has been difficult for some leaders of PDP to cope for so long outside power. There's obviously a lot of idleness at the Wadata House Secretariat of PDP at this period that Our government is working hard to ensure food sufficiency in the country. We urge those jobless characters at the Wadata House to seriously consider taking up rice farming. This will make them useful for our country, PDP said. So, guys, you've heard from PDP and APC their response, to all of these things. Just like we always say, the politicians, whether you are their PDP, of course, we are going to be calling PDP and APC because they are the major political parties that we have in this country. And what we have known, we have come to realize they are of same. They are of same. Somebody was saying, oh, why would you want to go back to this kind of a thing that as soon as the issue of the Imo State came up, when a area was asking for review, and they knew quite all right that definitely that is, a lot of people will follow suit, that a lot of things will be coming up, and as a result, APC has been behaving like as if they are just behaving, just that is what they are qualified of, or they merit it. They try to make it seem as if, oh, they don't go against any judgment and what have you. And when you look at the issue of what happened in Bayelsa State, it is self-inflicted, because even Oshomole, they've told him to own up to his mistakes, because how did you screen people from your party with that with a lot of discrepancies here and there? Now he was not even talking about that, he was talking about the spread and what have you. And now they themselves are calling for review, since the Supreme Court has made the final judgment, because that is the norm, that if the Supreme Court has made a judgment on the particular case, it cannot be overturned, it cannot be looked into. That is the final. But since APC did that, PDP did that in Imo State, they condemned it. Now they are coming again in Bayelsa. What they were accusing a PDP of, they themselves, they are calling for review. So now it is a era of review and what have you. And because of that, PDP is now saying, oh, they want to do the same thing, for the presidential election that took place last year. So how are we going to continue in all of these things? I just want you guys, to respond to all of these things. It's now a case of a do me, I do you. There's no maturity and all of that. And they are the same. They are same. And that is where they have brought this country to. They have brought this country to its kneel. And it's very unfortunate. Do me, I do you, do me, I do you. So by the time we continue with all of these things, then what will happen? Of course, some people will say, oh, if APC, because APC has been pretending all this while, that they would have, since they have been maintaining that status quo, that, okay, Supreme Court decision is valid. And when it is really obvious to everybody that this, what happened, even in Zamfara and Bayelsa, they caused all of those things by themselves. Now they are calling for a review. And that is what is now prompting PDP to go back the same way. So if people at the end of affair, or the so-called leaders are doing like this, back and forth on these issues, how do we now move forward? How do we move forward? In my opinion, maybe PDP would have like, okay, let them deal with this issue of Bayelsa and Imo State at that level. Because now, if you want to make it lighter, oh, you will say, oh, 1-1, draw, let them do that. But going back to the presidential whatever, after that long process, I don't know how that is going to play out at the end of the day. But all I know as a person, I know that they are the same. These people are the same. They are working vigorously for the welfare of the masses. It would have been a different ballgame entirely, but at the end of the day, it is who gets what. It is who gets what. They are this. They are the same. That is the problem. They are the same. But let us hear. That is my opinion concerning this. I don't know what people are saying concerning this move by PDP again. Someone says here that a PDP has no direction, party of jesters and criminals. Someone say, may God talk over Nigeria or take over Nigeria. Someone says they want to turn the Supreme Court to chess board. These politicians are jokers. They are the same. Someone says God punish a APC with your rice farming. Oh my goodness. This is a mapped out strategy to secretly smuggle Jubri, oh my God, back to Sudan. Why Atiku will be will be declared the substantial winner of the 2019 presidential election, and thereby retaining the presidency in the north. We are kindly observing to see how the whole thing will play out. Sometimes I don't know the word I will use to describe my country again. We are no longer moving forward. Of course, we are retrogressing so seriously. I don't just know. That is just what even I try to reckon with this person. I don't know where we are going to. We are not, and like I said before, we don't even know the plans that this country has now, where we are going, where we are, our direction, where we are going to now. Now you talk of economy, people were talking about, the hike in prices of commodities, food commodities, and what have you. People were talking about poverty, but now it is those who are alive that will talk about what they are going to eat. The issue now is the security. Now the issue of economy and what have you, poverty. The same government, APC, saying they're going to lift 100 million people out of poverty, but now we don't even know the measures and the measures they are putting in place. We don't even know. Oh, we are looking towards this thing. Everything is just in disarray. Now what we are talking about now is security. We are going to talk on this one. Oh, every other thing will be left out. Meanwhile, everything's supposed to be going hand in hand, side by side. But what do we have? Distraction here and there. Election, electoral, Supreme Court, what have you. That is what we are now concerned with. Whether people are eating or whether people are feeding themselves, that is not the issue for the now. So we don't know where we are going to. There is no plan. There is no plan in place that this is where we are going to. We are retrogressing. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning the move by the PDP to review. So again, we'll go for review on the 2019 general elections. They've listed the states that they need review for, and most importantly, the presidential election. They are going for that there must be review. So guys, let's hear your opinion concerning that. Leave your comments